ownership of any place on Earth, with 5 cars to every 4 families. The air view shows how engineers have overcome complex traffic problems by building a network of broad major freeways which extend throughout the city. They relieve congestion and permit motorists to travel with greater safety and savings of time. Devoid of street intersections, this freeway curves through landscape terrain and makes possible an uninterrupted flow of motor cars. This superhighway system introduces an efficient method of routing traffic advantageously. Cahuenga Pass, with 8 traffic lanes connecting Hollywood and the San Fernando Valley, was only a dusty trail in 1847 when the Mexican government signed a treaty on this spot, relinquishing Los Angeles to the United States. Here is famous Wilshire Boulevard, called the Fifth Avenue of the West. Running from downtown to the sea, it is one of the most beautiful boulevards in the world. Carrying a continuous cavalcade of automobiles, it bisects territory which was farmland only 30 years ago. The University of California at Los Angeles is one of the foremost educational centers in America. Once considered only a small brother of the State University at Berkeley, it has since achieved high rank among the great institutions of learning. More than 14,000 students are enrolled here annually, majoring in the arts and sciences. Across the city, the symbolical Trojan guards the campus of the University of Southern California. With an enrollment of approximately 16,000 students, this is the largest and oldest university of continuous existence in Southern California. Its buildings and grounds cover 45 acres, and it has graduated many thousands of men and women who are now leaders in the business and professional world. Friendly rivalry between USC and UCLA reaches its climax each year when the football teams of the two institutions clash on the gridiron. This is one of the West's most colorful events, and loyal boosters for both sides more than fill the 100,000 seats in the huge Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum to witness the bitterly fought contest which holds the attention of followers of collegiate sports everywhere. Besides the big game itself, the day is always memorable with the pageantry of marching bands, colorful parades, and spectacular stunts which are carried out on the field and in the stands with military precision. Hollywood, the kingdom of glamour, where romance, adventure, and comedy are recorded on celluloid for millions to see and hear. And here's the famous boulevard, where stars go shopping and internationally adopted fashions are originated. This is Hollywood and Vine, the crossroads of filmland. 2 blocks away is Sunset and Vine, where the first film studios were located when these streets were still dirt roads. Today, magnificent radio and television studios rise in this area, from which dozens of network shows are broadcast daily, many of them starring the greatest names of the motion picture industry. One of the world's most noted palaces of entertainment and a Hollywood landmark is Grauman's Chinese Theater, its pagoda-like entrance representing the gate to an enclosed temple garden. Recorded in slabs of cement in the forecourt are the signatures plus imprints of the feet and hands of leading motion picture stars, together with greetings to the builder of this bizarre and interesting structure. The best way to get a comprehensive view of a motion picture studio is from the air. This is the 20th Century Fox lot, with many acres of gigantic sound stages and outdoor sets. Here, directors may shoot pictures authentically reproducing any scene from the North Pole to the tropics without ever leaving the studio. Studio lots are ordinarily closed to visitors, but by special permission, we now take you behind the scenes at RKO to let you watch the making of that romantic picture, Baltimore Escapade. Director Richard Wallace signals for a take as the actors await their cues. The action takes place in bygone horse and buggy days. This picturesque street scene has been created by set builders whose genius makes it look amazingly real. Our star follows the camera as it rolls back. Do you recognize her? Here, we'll give you a closer look while the still cameramen get publicity pictures. Yes, you're right. It's lovely Shirley Temple. Producer Richard Berger and Shirley discuss the next scene. And smile for our cameraman. This sound man with his magic box is responsible for mixing and balancing the voices of the actors, while here at the same time the dialogue is electrically recorded on film and an accurate log kept of every take. One of the photographic crews goes for a sky ride on a giant camera crane. This ingenious mechanism can be maneuvered into any position necessary to get unusual and interesting angle shots. The studio has its own railroad trains, which are steamed up for scenes like this. Ace cinematographer Robert DeGrasse checks lighting effects. There's action at the depot, and Robert Young steps out of the shadows to face the camera. While waiting for her next take, Miss Temple is being retouched by her makeup artist, Carl Hurlinger, Jr. This business of making a motion picture is not as easy as it looks. It's a job that requires a high degree of intelligence, plus technical skill and infinite patience. It takes many months of intensive effort to produce a picture of this type. Scenes are often shot and reshot many times in order to meet the director's exacting demand for perfection. The artists and technicians seen here are only a small part of the vast force of studio workers required to handle a production. Well, would you look at this contraption? Wonder what that girl is up to now. Well, so long, Shirley. Put on your goggles and watch out for the speed cops. Motion picture premieres in Hollywood are gala events, and as lights glitter, thousands of fans turn out to catch a glimpse of their favorite stars who attend these colorful showings. Celebrities in formal dress gossip excitedly inside the theater lobby during a premiere, which might launch an unknown to stardom. Filmland's most dazzling scene is Santa Claus Lane at Christmas time, when movie stars ride down the boulevard with old St. Nicholas. Hollywood does not forget the spiritual values of life, and as the Easter morning sun breaks through the mists of dawn, white-robed heralds standing beneath a silhouetted cross above the Hollywood Bowl sound their trumpets, giving the glad signal commemorating Christ's resurrection from the dead. A spellbound audience watches the stage where a children's choir forms a human cross and sings Alleluia, the thrilling song of praise and joy, which reaches out clearly to the farthest person in the bowl. 30,000 seats are filled and overflowing to the chaparral-covered hills above. The great San Fernando Valley is only one corner of Los Angeles. It is so spread out and so extensive that it can be best appreciated from the air. Farms and orchards have given way to golf courses, motion picture studios, aircraft and automobile plants, and other manufacturers. Where Spanish caballeros formerly ran cattle are many thousands of beautiful homes and picturesque rancho estates of the wealthy. Symmetrically planted orchards and truck gardens spread their greenery, bisected by networks of highways.